if you would. I'd ask you to become aware of the indisputably unique opportunity you have to engage in the human experience through your particular body and mind, what it means to be you. It is fully and completely one of one, and while others might try to imagine or project how it feels to be you, you're the only person who will ever truly know. How you relate to things, the way you consider yourself, and your idea of purpose are intrinsic and distinctive to you. Your thoughts, your relationships, your wants, needs, and hates are all yours and yours alone. This is a privilege, one that was bestowed upon you through explicit acts and 9 months of a par bake and can be taken from you when and truly wherever. Maybe you were born with an aggressive form of bone cancer and die at 23, surrounded by loved ones in the ICU. Maybe you were crossing the street and someone going 75 and a 35 filming a TikTok blew through a red, 32 years old, 13th in La Brea. Maybe you misjudged the distance and slipped stepping down from the sidewalk, 83, the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel. Life is fragile, inherently, never more than a stone's throw or misplaced stride away from shattering completely. To be aware but not crushed by the thought of death lurking around every corner is a mark of maturity. Consider memento mori, the idea that in order to appreciate life, one must live in a constant state of awareness of their potential nearness to death. As morbid as it seems at first introduction, pure freedom is presented within. It's permission, at its rawest form, the permission to live, breathe, and bathe in the present like it's your last day on earth, because it just might be. It's innate in its beauty and its utility, bold in its implications, unapologetic and even goading should you choose to adopt it. After all, if today is your last day, the frivolous bodies of reasons you have built up as means of justifying inaction in your life shrivel up and die. It doesn't matter if she might say no. You could be dead tomorrow. So what if your music doesn't take off? Would you have rather put out nothing at all before you died? Maybe the move will flop and you'll end up poorer and more battered than if you had stayed living with your parents. But what good is any money at all when you're rotting in a casket? Death and the inevitability of it serve as a blunt trump card to any hesitations, regardless of variety. It has a habit of making one very aware of the pillars of bullshit they erect to support their complacencies, and dares you to poke, prod, and pierce through the bounds of your comfort bubble, with the promise of light on the other side. Wield this knowledge, or be buried by the implications of inaction at the face of it. The paths are both there, and yours alone to follow.